also used this. But before working on any wiring, we need to disconnect the 12 volt under the hood. To get to the CAN wires, we need to remove one interior trim panel next to the door. Here we can see the connectors. CAN wires that we need to jump between are located in the left peak connector, left row, 2 wires from the bottom. For better access, release the cable tie behind and then you can pull out all 3 connectors. Now let's work on the constant 12 volt power supply. Remove the nut below here if your car mechanics haven't lost it. Now pull apart the front panel a bit so we can access the port behind it. Now we can see the ODB port from behind. Use flat screwdriver and push in the latches to release the connector. Now you can work on the 12 volt wire without being upside down. Next, let's put the connector in place and start by snaking down the CAN wires next to the fuses. And make sure that they come down left from the hood latch cable that's here. Let's measure the 12 volt wire length. Guide it through the ODB2 port and pull the slack out of it. Then leave a little bit out from both sides so you can work on it and cut from there. Now pull the 12 volt lead up so you can connect it to the ODB2 yellow constant 12 volt lead, that one. Here, while watching me doing the soldering thing, I tell you what the CAN bridge does. CAN bridge acts as a man in the middle, like playing a phone with your friends in a stupid wedding party game. Somebody whispers something to you and you whisper it forward. This whispering goes both ways through CAN bridge with less errors than in the wedding party game. Why do we need a middleman? Because Nissan wants to make more money because of reasons of living in the market-driven world. So the parts are paired to make it more difficult to change or repair things without Nissan getting a cut. CAN bridge helps us with this issue, speaking the language that car expects to believe it's Nissan's installed battery. This also opens up other customization options that I'll briefly go over later in the video. As you saw, I was using semi-solid soldering flux. I recommend this because you can easily tip wires into it and you can smear it onto surfaces and wires, so the solder will run easily, smoothly, and where it's expected to be. Now the 12-volt connection is made and I am adding insulating tape around it to keep it safe and to keep it in the right place, not moving around. Now we are done with the ODP2 board and you can put it right back to where it should be. Now let's measure the negative lead and cut it to length to the screw and then clean it and connect it. After that, I'm using the multimeter to test that there is a solid connection between negative lead and the car metal body. Time to work on the CAN wires. First, let's carefully, very carefully, cut open the covering plastic around the wires. Still very careful, yep, very carefully. You don't want to cut into any of those below there. Now here are the CAN wires that we need to cut into. Let's check the labels. The one with the battery label needs to go down direction where the battery is. The other one with vehicle label needs to go upwards towards the dashboard. When cutting the CAN wires, please make sure to leave enough wire length for your preferred connection method. May it be soldering or crimping, but please, no just twisting the wires together, okay? Okay. I am doing the battery CAN wire first. This is the down direction into the plug. Down is where our battery is, so this goes that way. Now the vehicle direction CAN wires, and they are going in the up direction, and up is where the brains are. Now I return the protective sleeving around the wires to its place as well as possible and cover the opening with tape to keep everything in place and not moving around. Time to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. more successfully than all the king's men. So here we are connecting 3 plugs back to where they came from that go in rather easily, and after that pull out the slack from CAN wires so that they sit nice and close to the other wires.